Money. Lots of you said you wanted to hear a little bit about money, and I want to do just a little mini lecturette here about financial independence. Now, financial independence is something that I've spoken a lot about to thousands of people, and often for 3-4 hours at a time. So I'm going to take that 3-4 hour long talk about financial independence and condense it down into about 20 minutes. You say, yeah, well, but I want the whole thing. Well, I think you can get it, actually. But the difference is, it will require you to listen a little differently. Because what I have to say about money is so unusual that it will actually insult some of you. Well, I don't mean to insult you, but it's very radical, this point of view I have about money. And so I ask that rather than having me kind of ginger you along and treat you with kid gloves, just know that I know you're a strong, intelligent, competent adult. And I'm just going to tell you. And if you feel a little bit like, whoa, well, just relax and know that it'll be fine, because maybe what I have to say isn't any good for you anyway. So then you'll only get the 20-minute version rather than the 3 or 4 hour version. So this way you get the 20-minute version. If you don't like it, you just throw it away. If you like it, put it into practice. That's the idea. So here it is. This comes from an unusual source, me. And I already told you that I lost a fortune. So generally, it wouldn't be such a good idea to take financial advice from a guy that lost a fortune. Of course, I made a fortune, so maybe that kind of counteracts it. But I want to tell you a little bit more about my history and then give you my ideas. My history is that I grew up in a lower middle income family in the 50s, and my father didn't have a steady income. And he actually used to go down to borrow money for groceries, often. So we didn't have much. We lived in a good house, but we didn't have any extras. You know, took some vacations once in a while, but they were car vacations, and we just didn't have much. When I went off to college, my parents gave me an old car and sent me a few dollars a month. And that was it. That was their support for me in college. When I left college, I started to work at an engineering company. I was making a lot of money, but I didn't enjoy it. So I gave it up to become a teacher. And most of you know that teachers don't make a lot. So my life has been lower to middle income. And then all of a sudden, I started a company. I didn't start it to make money. I actually started it to make a difference. Primarily, though, I started it to work with people that I really cared about. Because although I was working as a teacher and I liked those people, I didn't really love them. They weren't my best friends. I wanted to work every day and spend every day with my best friends. So I gave up this teaching job, which had also turned into an administrative job, and once again took a step down in income to start this business. Well, the business took off. And within a few years, I was a multimillionaire. Whoa, was that a shock! First of all, I didn't start the business to make money, and secondly, I'd never had money. As a matter of fact, I had kind of grown up as a hippie, as a guy practicing voluntary simplicity, you know, saving tin foil, and now all of a sudden I've got millions of dollars. Whoa, was that fun? It was like, yes, cool, what do I do with it? Well, I started giving it away. I also started using more of it, raised my standard of living. Not very much, maybe doubled it, which, you know, when you're living on $40,000 a year, to double it and live on 80, it was quite a windfall. But I had millions. I gave away millions. And then I got really excited and bought this business and lost millions. Matter of fact, I lost it all. I lost everything I had and went $2 million in debt. Whoa is right. That was not an easy year. But here's the trick, and here's why I think I know about financial independence. Because it didn't bother me. I mean, it bothered me a little. I never lost any sleep. I never missed a meal. And I didn't smile quite as much that year. But it really didn't bother me much. I was very deeply in debt. Just about went bankrupt. Well, I didn't go bankrupt. Kind of started crawling out some more, and pretty soon I got out of debt. And then I saved some more money and some more money. Pretty soon I was a multimillionaire again. Yes, I thought, this is pretty cool.